Hello everyone! Recently I finished reading Fight Club, and this is actually the first time that I've ever read it. That being said, I had seen the movie before, so I kind of knew where the story was going to go. If you aren't familiar with Fight Club, I must ask, how is that possible? But anyways, Fight Club is written by Chuck Palahniuk, and also has a movie that stars Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. The book is written by the perspective of the narrator. You're never actually told what the narrator's name is. But anyways, throughout the book, the narrator is suffering from insomnia, and eventually he realizes that going to support groups is like the only way that he can actually sleep, because going to support groups helps him sleep. Eventually, the narrator meets this character by the name of Tyler Durden, and certain events happen that I'm not going to tell you what they are because of spoilers, but it leads to the narrator moving into Tyler's house. Eventually, the narrator and Tyler decide to start this club where anyone from all aspects of life can come and fight each other. They call this club Fight Club. In order for Fight Club to work, they decided to establish some rules. The first rule being you don't talk about Fight Club. Second rule being you don't talk about Fight Club. The third rule is when someone goes limp or says stop, the fight is over. The fourth rule is only 2 guys to a fight. The fifth rule is 1 fight at a time. The sixth rule is no shirts, no shoes. The seventh rule is the fights will go on as long as they have to. And the eighth and final rule is that if this is your first night at Fight Club, then you have to fight. Fight Club only runs between the hours of 2 a.m. and 7 a.m. More events follow after they create Fight Club, but I'm not going to tell you about those events because spoilers. But I will tell you one thing, is that eventually Tyler and the narrator end up deciding to make homemade soap and sell it. But that is all I'm going to actually tell you about the book because I really think you should read it, and I believe that this should give you just enough mystery to actually want to go out and read it. The book was written in a very interesting way where it jumps from the past to the present to the future, and it does it in a way that's not confusing. Yes, it's confusing to explain, but trust me, when you read it, it isn't confusing at all. Another really interesting thing about the way the book was written is that the author would repeat himself, but he would do it in a way that isn't annoying. Like, for example, he could be describing a scene saying like the sky was blue, there were birds in the sky, and there were airplanes flying, and there were jet streams that were seen, and the sky was blue. Now, because the way that he repeated the sky was blue, that part sticks out in your mind, and I found that to be very interesting. I wonder if his other books are similar to this. I'm definitely going to check out other books by Chuck Palahniuk because this was just such a fantastic read. It was so enjoyable to read. One of the reasons why I decided to read Fight Club is that I found out they're making a sequel to it, but they're doing it in comic book form. So I figured I should probably read the book before I read the comics. So yeah, the comics should come out in about April 2015, I believe. If I had to pick one word to describe the book, I would say captivating. You should definitely read Fight Club if you haven't already. In the comments below, let me know if you've read Fight Club and what you thought of it, and let me know why you haven't read Fight Club if you haven't read it. And that pretty much sums up this video. One other thing I want to say before I do my little end spiel is that on my other YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/secondsunyyc, I have recently just released the Zombie Survivor 2014 recap video, so you'll definitely want to go check that out. But other than that, that pretty much sums up this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you again on Monday. Don't forget to have an epically awesome day. Bye!